What's up, guys? Welcome to Slops Locks Thunderdome edition, the greatest sports betting show in the history of sports betting shows. Everybody knows that. If you've never seen this before, go ahead and subscribe right now because you're never going to want to miss another episode of this. While you're doing all that, I'm going to go ahead and introduce the panel because we need to get the show on the road. Our first guest has been here forever now, it feels like. She literally lives here. We like her. You love her. From BetQL. What's up, Lucy Burdge? How you doing?
What's up, you guys? Yes, home sweet home, the Thunderdome. I absolutely love it. I'm doing great. I'm ready for Christmas, and I'm ready to bet on all of the games that are happening throughout Christmas Eve, and Christmas itself. And then my birthday is Tuesday. So it's going to be a massive 4 days of just celebrating and betting and watching sports. And it's going to be a really big day on Tuesday on my birthday. We're going to Guy Fieri's restaurant at Foxwoods and getting the trash can nachos. So can't wait for that.
Very good. Very good.
Very
now, as a kid, was it cool to have a birthday like right at Christmas, or did it suck? Be honest.
It was more like we do half birthday pool party because Christmas, a lot of people are away. So when I was growing up, a lot of people were away, but I like it because it's just 2 times the gifts at once. So I do like it now.
Okay.
As
Like
a
a
kid,
parlay.
yeah, exactly. That's what it was. It's gifts parlay is basically it. And so it was growing up, it was a little touch and go, but I love it now. Absolutely love it.
Okay. Honestly, I probably would have hated it, but to be honest with you, it is what it is. Not my birthday, so it's fine. Mine's in November though, so it's kind of close to Christmas. So there is that, but it's nothing like the day after. Like that's very close.
Yeah, it's intense.
All right. So our next guest does not have a birthday the day after Christmas. You know him from Twitter at Deadprespicks, also Odds Checker. He pretty much owns that place now. What's up, Matt?
What's up, guys? Yeah, Christmas week, so big day here. I still have a lot of shopping to do. I know it's 3 days till Christmas, but I you know what? I'm just gonna go all in today. Hit some shops after this, but this is the day we got to make some money because Christmas is in a few days, and we got to get going right before. So definitely a critical day here, but fired up. Didn't have the best outing on my last Thunderdome. Who won that one, John? Did you win? Lucy win?
I don't remember.
I remember if it helps.
I have no idea.
No,
I might have won.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So no one won yet is the bottom line. We're still waiting to see. But
no, that was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, we're waiting.
That one's jury's still out on that one. That last week, all the games have been played, luckily.
Yeah.
So, but I still haven't, like I said, I have not seen the graphic. Not looking at it right now.
That's why.
I might be looking at it right now, particularly the right side of it, and it's a very nice image to look at. I think.
Okay.
A lot of green on that side of the board here.
Correct, and green's good. Speaking of green, I think we should go ahead and get some right now. I don't even know who's going first because I can't see that graphic either. So what we'll do is we'll let Lucy go first. Since she's saying she won last time.
Yeah.
Matt will go second, then I'll go third. We'll do it snake draft style, just like we always do. Why change anything? Lucy, stop stalling. You're up.
Yeah, I am going to start the rumor and spread that I did win last week. So I will begin right now with a parlay. I'm going to start off hot with my plus money bet. This is odd. This is on the Lions -4 and the Cowboys plus a 1.5. It is at plus 250 at BetMGM. Both of these parlayed together. The Lions have covered in 2 of their last 3. They're coming off of covering against the Broncos. The Vikings have not covered, who they will be playing, in their last 2 games with pushes in those. And at home, Minnesota is 2-4 against the spread, while the Lions are 4-2 against the spread on the road. And I also love the Cowboys to cover against the Dolphins. The Dolphins have failed to cover 2 of their last 3 spreads at home, and both teams are 9-5 against the spread this season. But I think the Cowboys will be looking for a comeback game. They will be very angry after what the Bills did to them. So I think they will come into this one angry and passionate, and they can cover against the Dolphins for this parlay at plus 250 at BetMGM.
Matt, what do you think of that? I think she just hit a plus 250 bet.
Yeah, she might have hit that. A little intimidating coming out of the gate, I'll say it.
Yeah.
I think we got some years to try to match, but now that probably just won. I would
probably did. Yeah, don't be too scared now.
There's no chance either one of those games. Like those are perfect.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I didn't see. I'm kind of mad that I didn't see that myself.
Perfect, right?
Me as well. Well, we could copy it, cancel it out.
Tell us what you saw.
You can just stop the show now. You know.
Yeah, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. That was awesome.
Show. Yeah,
enjoy Christmas.
All right, yeah. So my turn. Well, Lucy I'm not really copying, but I'm taking one of the legs, and it pains me because you guys know I hate the Cowboys, but I do think the Cowboys win. They're plus 100 on FanDuel on the money line, so I think they get it done. Lucy made some good points. You know, they're coming in this game, chip on their shoulder, kind of embarrassed last week. Miami also, like, their whole offensive line, I think, was hurt this week or something on the injury report. That's not good, right? Not good. We don't know for sure. I hope Tyreek plays for my fantasy team, but even if he plays not 100%, and Miami never beats anyone, guys. Like, they're kind of frauds. Like, their record against winning teams. I don't know if they beat a winning team this year. I think the last time I checked, they have not.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
fact check us. They have not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't fact check us. They haven't beat anyone who's won. My Eagles smoked them. I think Dallas comes in. Yeah, I think that they win this game. So we'll take their money line here at plus 100. I think the Cowboys are a good look this weekend. And if they lose, then I win. You know what I mean? Because I hate.
Yeah, that's the classic.
Yeah, there you go.
Situation.
Right. Yeah. I'll just tweet, how about them Cowboys? And then everyone will yell at me on Twitter for a night. But it'll be fun because at least they lost. Or I win and I'm like, oh, see, I bet on teams I hate too. So, yeah, no loss for me. I'm wanting to either
lose. Someone DM'd me the other day. I'm sorry, this morning. It felt like the other day, but it was this morning. He said he's a Michigan guy, but he has these Alabama futures and like what he should do. And I was like, bro, you're all set.
You won.
Like, you can't lose.
You just won life.
No matter what, you're going to win.
That's huge.
All right, nice work. Same guy. Was that you that DM me?
It was my burner. Yeah.
I feel like that's basically your exact situation. All right. Well, I'm going to go now. I'm going to go twice because that's how snake drafts work. So the first one I'm going to go with Joe Flacco, 2+ touchdown passes, plus 142 at FanDuel. Guys, let me tell you something about Joe Flacco. He has only played 3 games this season. I think he's only played 3 games in the last 5 years. It feels like he's thrown 2+ touchdowns in all of them. All right. I get that the Texans have only given up 14 passing touchdowns all season, but that has more to do with the quarterbacks that they faced than anything. All right. We're talking Will Levis. Sorry, Lucy.
Yeah, no,
Russell Wilson, Bryce Young, Kenny Pickett. I wouldn't take those guys to throw 2 touchdowns against Tewksbury High School. Okay. I also wouldn't take Baker Mayfield or Zach Wilson to throw 2 touchdowns in a game, and both of those guys threw two touchdowns against the Texans. I think Flacco has this at plus 142. We can't afford not to bet this. So let's pick one. Let's pick one. That's an easy one. Very easy. Already won pretty much. The next one, even easier. Jameson Williams. Over 2.5 receptions, plus 120 at DraftKings. This fits into what you said, Lucy, about the Lions, because I do think they are going to smoke the Vikings. This guy's a full-on member of that team now, okay? He played 68% of the snaps last week. He got targeted 7 times. That was by far a career high. I think career, at least this year. Now they have a chance to clinch the division with a win. They haven't done that since I was a freshman in high school, okay? So it's been quite a while. Getting old. All roads are leading to Jameson Williams. I think he catches this in the first quarter. That's how 2-0, guys. Matt?
That's solid. That's solid. But I'm going to come back with a haymaker. I'm going to first touchdown. So we got T. Higgins plus 750. So this could just shut down the whole Thunderdome here.
Yeah. This one.
Well, maybe
it could. Yeah. It could if he scores first. So Jamar Chase not playing this week. Not playing. So Higgins moves up the depth chart a little bit. He becomes number 1. This game's gonna be interesting because it's Mason Rudolph versus Jake Browning. So Browning, by the way, though, I've been riding him the last couple weeks. He's been good to me. I think he'll be good to me again here. In the red zone, we saw T. Higgins when Chase went out of that game last week kind of take over. Browning was literally just playing. We used to call it jackpot. I know a little bit.
I know jackpot.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, when you would just throw the ball up in the air and whatever happens. That's what they were doing with T. Higgins at the end of the game. So, look, if they do that again, they get in the red zone, play a little jackpot with Higgins, definitely their best option in the passing game. So, I think from a value standpoint, this has a lot of value. I don't know if the Steelers are going to score a touchdown. Mason Rudolph's playing quarterback. They're already really bad at offense. I think they just got a little bit worse with Rudolph. I don't know. I mean, if you're Mitch Trubisky, this has to be a tough scene. Like to get benched for Mason Rudolph, that is too bad. Although the one thing is last name Rudolph, Christmas time. Yeah, that scares me a little bit. That's definitely, I mean, look, that's
true.
Pretty good analysis if you're breaking down a game and you look at it from that perspective. If it was Christmas Eve, I think I'd be a little more intimidated. But it's Christmas Eve, so I'm not.
I think it's part of the season.
It's part of the season, but you know what I mean? Like, it's like Christmas Day. No, I'm not fading Rudolph. But here, so there's a couple ways to think of it. But anyway, that has nothing to do with my pick. I'm going to Higgins' first touchdown, and I think we'll catch us in.
I kind of disagree. I think it has a lot to do with your pick because, again, a guy named Rudolph, I mean, he's taking his lumps, and now he gets the lead on Christmas Eve. That's when Rudolph led. Rudolph wasn't a Christmas guy.
He did come into play Christmas Eve.
That's true, but it's Christmas Eve.
With his
they laughed at him.
Died his play 2 nights.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so, and also, I mean, like, they didn't let him play games, I think. Was that the
reindeer games?
So, reindeer, So, can we also take a minute to appreciate the fact that he didn't die the night that Myles Garrett beat him over the head with his own helmet? I mean, that was probably one of the wildest things I think we'll ever see on a football field. And like he walked off, didn't he? It looked like
I think he got helped off, but he kind of walked like.
And I mean, seriously, he got smacked in the head with a helmet. Like that's insane.
That sounds illegal to me.
Yeah, no, that's like that was the arrest him, right? Wasn't that Adam Schefter, the arrest him tweet or something like that?
Assault, brother.
That's I mean, that's pretty much like you probably go off in cuffs after that.
But I mean, it kind of is.
I think we're getting a little bit off track here. Lucy, you're up.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to bring it back to the Bengals. I'm taking the Bengals -2 against the Steelers. So the Bengals have outright covered in 2 of their last 3 with a push in their last game. The Steelers have failed to cover in their last 3 and in 4 of their last 5. And on the road, the Bengals have covered 3 of their last 4. Steelers at home have not covered in their last 2 or 3 of their last 4. So the Bengals are also averaging about 22 points per game. Steelers are averaging about 16 points per game. So I see the Bengals taking over this game -2 against the Steelers. That's at -110 at BetMGM.
I like it. I don't know what you think, Matt, but I think the Steelers are just headed. They're in a tailspin.
I like because I have their team total under, and I thought I was dead, and then they started losing to like the Patriots and Cardinals. That was fun.
Yeah, that was their downfall. Losing to the Patriots was like that's you gotta pack it up.
That's right.
I think it was last week. George Pickens didn't even block. Did you see that play? Like it was a run play with Jaylen Warren. He was near the goal line, did not block.
And they like asked him why, and he said it was because someone got hurt. Like he was like, I don't.
He didn't want to risk an injury, like what happened to Tank Dell.
That's what he said. So
this is not reality.
Yeah, he just I've never seen a guy like I've bet his props sometimes. He also like if it's not a passing play, you just know because he just goes out there and like puts his head down. So like if you're on defense, you should just watch George Pickens, and he'll tell you what's going on.
He'll let you know if it's a run, what side it's going to. Like,
if it's not going to him, he just
not to him or his side. I actually at Georgia one time I saw him just throw a kid right off his cleats on a run block for no reason. Like the play I think went the other way, and I thought that he was going to be awesome because of that. I was like, that is great. Like I like that. Like that's what we need.
Sometimes you just gotta do that.
Yeah. Like, I mean, the play's going the other way, the kid's not really looking, and you just drop them. You're like, all right, well, I mean, you're on a football. Keep your head on a swivel, guys. You know what I mean? You're on a football field, like shit can happen, but
you're just walking down the street.
A lot from that. So, Lucy.
Yeah.
Let's go again.
Let's go. All right. So my third and final pick for today is Stephon Diggs to have over 70.5 receiving yards, -115 at BetMGM. He's hit this over in 7 games this season. He has hit over 100 5 times. He's hit over 100 receiving yards 5 times. And he just set a record with his 6th consecutive 1,000-yard season. He has 1,041 receiving yards on the year. I see him adding to that with over 70.5 receiving yards this week, -115 at BetMGM.
I like it too, but what are you going to say to the haters?
Mm-hmm. I knew there would be haters.
That say, they're always haters, but they're going to say, Lucy, the Bills are going to stomp the Chargers.
Yeah.
And they're probably not going to throw in the second half. What do you say to that?
I say maybe they'll just do it because why not?
Okay.
They'll just throw because why not? We're just going to show them up, and maybe Josh Allen over passing yards as well.
I like it.
If this
like
is
it.
if this is how it's going to be.
Yep. Also, too, what if they stomp him because Stephon Diggs is going crazy in the first half? That's all I always say.
Precisely. He could get this in the first half.
It's very possible.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, good. I'm glad we got that settled.
Yeah, haters can suck it because that's what my defense will be.
Yep.
Yes.
Just suck
100%. It's rock solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rock solid. Matt, we need your final pick, man.
All right. Now
we haven't lost yet, so no pressure.
Yeah, we're still undefeated. I'm going college football. So I'm going to do a little parlay here with James Madison on the money line and then Troy to beat Duke on the money line. So Troy has not lost, guys, in a really long time. Like, they haven't lost since the beginning of September. September 16th was the last time they lost. Funny enough, they lost against James Madison, the team that we're betting on. So, yeah, little fact there.
Revenge game.
Well, yeah, little
revenge narrative.
Revenge narratives are great. Like, they're easy to talk about. Now,
even when they're not playing each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if they're games, it's still revenge.
Yeah, you always keep that in the rear view. You're like, you know what? I gotta keep an eye on this and use this.
Just in case we're in a parlay with James Madison.
Right. It's very easy to do. And it just makes it easy to talk about. So Duke's quarterback, he left, went to Notre Dame. They have a ton of guys in the portal. Coach left. I think he went to Texas A&M, I think. Elko, so he's gone. Now, James Madison, this one's pretty easy. They're fired up, guys, because this is the first bowl game in program history. So I think they're going to come out. Now, here's the thing. They're playing Air Force, right, who is pretty good this year, and it's in the Armed Forces Bowl. That scares me a little bit.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a little intimidating, but
Air Force
highly armed.
A
lot of weapons.
Yeah, I don't know. But I think James Madison wins. That's the bottom line. James Madison's significantly better, especially offensively. They could score. They scored 30-plus points per game. I don't know. Air Force, if they can keep pace here, it'll be a good game. But, I think James Madison, they're both going to be fired up because it's this bowl. And then at the same time, James Madison, hey, look, we want to win our first bowl game ever. There's a lot to look forward to in this game. But, there's a little parlay, and it is at plus 151 on DraftKings. So a little bit of plus money. We'll take that.
Does Air Force still do that option?
Yeah, but
that's good if you have time to prepare for it.
Yeah. Well, and they've had a month, right? So they had quite some time. But they do throw a little more
okay. Then Army Navy.
Yeah,
I can't watch those games. I'm just
they might have had 100 pass attempts.
Going back in time.
Yeah. Yeah. What's best about that is the national anthem. And then from there it's okay.
It just
this is crazy. It's watching a football game from the 40s.
Why don't they
live?
The Air Force, are we saying Air Force sucks?
Yeah.
No, as Michael Scott said, Air Force is cool.
Yeah.
At the career fair.
Yeah.
No, Air Force.
I think it happens. I think Duke's going to get rolled. I like they don't have a coach narrative because that's a real thing.
Yeah, they don't have a quarterback.
You do need a coach.
No, and their quarterbacks, they don't have one.
Yeah.
Once the coach bails, you're in a tough spot.
And then everyone starts leaving. Yeah, it's
no, they got grad students doing running practices and stuff. Seriously, that's what happens when this happens. It's this team.
Well, I mean, teachers have a TA. Why can't the coach?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, they just random dudes, and so guys have never called a play before. They're gonna call play like that, those type of things you don't think about, but that's a real thing. Imagine you're on the field in a major college football game, and you're calling plays, and you've never done this before. That's got to be ridiculous. Even if you've been on the sidelines and seen it done, it's still not a thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're probably gonna get waxed. All right, so my last pick is a good one. I would actually go as far as calling it a great one, maybe the best of all time. I don't like hyperbole, so I'm not going to say that. Gerald Everett, over 3.5 receptions, plus 118 at FanDuel. Guys, we have no idea what this team's going to look like without Brandon Staley. But one thing we do know is that Kellen Moore is still there. And Kellen Moore, big fan of tight ends, has been since middle school. So as long as we have him, I think we're good there. Over the last 4 weeks, Everett has been on the field for like at least 63% of the snaps. Like that's quite a bit. That's more than half if you're familiar with math. In that span, only 4 teams have targeted their tight ends more than the Chargers. So they're going that way. There's no Keenan Allen, no Mike Williams, obviously. I know we have Easton Stick, but people say a tight end is a best friend of a backup quarterback. I might have just made that up, but whatever. Sounds legit.
I like it.
Everett got targeted 8 times in each of the last 2 weeks. So, I mean, he's ready for this. He's a beast, too. If you look him up on Twitter, you can find stiff arms, and I love that. Like when he just stiff arms, like grown men to the ground. Big Gerald Everett guy. Over 3.5 receptions at plus money feels like the books are getting a little bit cute because, again, they should be playing this game from behind. So if we don't get it in the first half just from them being good, we can get in the second half from them being bad. Feels right.
Yeah, books are falling asleep here with that one. I think you cashed that in.
I mean, it just feels so good.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually thought about the yards, but then it's like, you know what? He's going to catch one of those like bullshit screens and get slammed on the ground for like 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Guess what, though? That counts as a reception.
It still counts. Still counts.
But the yards guys kind of hurting on those, but
yeah,
it's a scene for them. All right. I think we just did a hell of a job. I mean, I'm actually tired. Like that was.
We did. And I can see what this parlay would win you if you bet $10 on it.
Ooh, I hid the chat. But
so I have the inside information on this.
We could.
Yes. So it is because the first 2 picks, Matt and I, overlap. It is an 8-leg parlay, still phenomenal. $10. If you bet $10 on this 8-leg parlay, you will win $29,103.42.
That'll pay the Christmas bills.
Yeah, and I see a lot of deals for car. I always go to what car could I buy with that? And there's a lot of deals going on in the winter. I feel like winter is the best time to buy a car. That's my personal, very, very strong opinion. You could put this toward a really nice car. Just $10.
$10.
A fully loaded Hyundai.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Honda, it's a Toyota-thon. Honda days. Happy Honda days.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Love it.
All right, yes, I could use 29 grand. I'll be honest with you. All 3 of mine hit, and I'm pretty sure all of yours did. All of them.
That parlay, man.
What Eli does when he comes on the show and he doesn't listen to our picks, I listen to yours, and those were actually pretty good. Most weeks I'm like, ooh, that ain't gonna win, but this week they're all gonna win. Yeah. This feels different. Like I feel like I have 30 grand in my pocket right now.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
All right, guys.
I'm gonna spend it.
I don't know if you guys have anything else to say, but I think we ran out of time, so we can't say it anyways. Merry Christmas. There is a stream today at 4 o'clock. If you want to join me, we're going to make another parlay or 2. Who knows? See you guys later.